Yo, what's going on, guys? Garen top lane's in a pretty good spot right now. Just make sure you're not playing him against a ranged top laner like Yvain, Quinn, or Teemo. You could be in for a hard time. Urgot is technically ranged, but we can make it work because it's not super long range, and he's also not that fast. For your best runes possible, you do want to go for Phase Rush with Nimbus Celerity, Gathering Storm. Lots of scaling and mobility. Conqueror, you'll usually run with Ignite, and then that makes you super easy to gank because they know you're going to be playing cheese style. Then we have Conditioning and Demolish. You can go for really anything in Resolve Tree. Or I should say we have Demolish and Overgrowth. You can go for anything in Resolve Tree. Bone Plating, second one, just depends on what you want to run. Second one's best against range. Urgot's really hard to fight here. Then we have Double AD and Scaling Health. We want to rush down a Tiamat. Tiamat's insanely good for Garen on Phase Rush builds, so you can just QE Tiamat. Alright, he actually does get the flip there. A little surprised. He got me at a weird angle, though. He couldn't do much damage off that. For this 61% win rate Garen build, it is always Tiamat into Stridebreaker. Stridebreaker slows them, speeds you up. Into a Dead Man's Trinity. Dead Man's is super important, gives you some damage, lots of movement speed, armor, and health. If you're up against a magic damage matchup, second item, you're going to go for Phantom Dancer or for Spirit Visage. Against physical damage, you really can't go wrong with that. Dead Man's. He does a lot of damage. He needs to punish me more when I step up when my Q's on cooldown. If my Q's on cooldown, I can't really trade with him that heavily. Q's a good auto reset. Your E's kind of like an auto reset as well. You can auto E, cancel E, then into auto. You mainly do that for cannon minions when you really don't want to miss something. Your minions do very similar damage to your E spin early on. I think Aaron E spin's probably nerf damage against minions. You really read through it. We want this. Get him with QE. I did have my W on, so I'm taking reduced damage. We can heal back. I just got to play it slow. He has Ignite, so it's an easy gank. If you're ever playing against a top laner who has Flash Ignite, you know they're playing for a pre-6 kill. Phase Rush Garen, he's got good trades with just like an auto QE or QE auto run away with W on, right? But if your W is on cooldown, you're almost never going to trade. Since he has Ignite here, minion advantage, level advantage, I'm not going to fight him. I need to let my passive heal me back up. Yep, he just took it off. Oh, we really needed to not let him take that off. When we take damage from champions, epic monsters, or turrets, it scrapes passive. Passive gives us a lot of healing. We want to try to stay in range for XP. It's really important. Go for Emax first, Qmax second. Urgot is really trying to take off my passive here. Got the minion with the Q. Auto into E. Ripperoni, pepperoni. I don't know where Urgot went. I don't think he actually warded though. I think he's just bush camping. Nope, I have no clue where he's at. Just kind of backed off randomly. Might have reset, who knows. I'll go ahead and hard push the wave as my next wave comes up. Or I could just slow push it and he'll step up if Brand stays for the gank. Either's fine. Standing nice and close. Makes it easy to last hit. I was so confused where this guy is. This is so weird. He should be here. He's just not here. Okay, there he is. It's very weird for a top laner to go missing for that long. He wanted to grab boots. That was his big play. Alright, whatever. I'll shove wave and come do grubs with Bran. It's so freaking bizarre from Urgot. Do again with the QEW. Kite away. He's playing hyper defensive. I do have minion advantage. Maybe he's worried about my jungler. Hit that with a Q and I'll come down. Zach hasn't spent gold yet. He's pretty easy to kill. Even if he is level 4 advantage. I'm level 6 here, 5-minute mark. His jump should still be on a cooldown. I ghosted for it. I wouldn't mind having the kill here. Garen needs a lot of early gold for a Stridebreaker. Alright, I took it. Soul's probably pissed. Why is the Soul only level 4? Is he even AFK? I hit level 6, 5-minute mark. I haven't done it anything other than farm. Got a lot of AoE damage. And I'm going to reset. Tiamat's huge for us. It lets us apply Phase Rush without having to auto. We can just QE Tiamat or Tiamat QE. Generally, you'll Tiamat after you hit him with an E. Since the Stride Breaker slows them, and it has more range than your autos, a lot of the times you just run into them Stride Breaker, QE. That way you can get to them a bit quicker. But Tiamat doesn't slow, so you usually use it after you're already kind of spinning on their head. It's kind of, I wouldn't say impossible, but if you're not taking Ignite Conquer, getting solo kills on Garen in lane before you have your ultimate, so before your level 6, it's kind of impossible. Generally not going to happen. He's more of a level 6 champion. We play around our W cooldown. Garen damage reduction is kind of nuts. With the QEW, Tiamat. We're moving really fast and we can trade away because we get that extra movement speed. It's a good trade for us. Now we got to wait for our W. That's the Garen trade window. They're silent, so most champions can't trade back effectively. Then we can just, by the time our silence ends, we're already pushing away with Phase Rush. Phase Rush is on cooldown, so we don't want to trade here. It's about the same cooldown as our W. It's back up now. We can look for our big trade. Phase Rush and W are both up. RQ instantly cleanses slows, such as the Urgot slow. He's going to want cannon, so I'll post up off to the side here. I just pushed him off cannon. I didn't even have to hit him, and we got a little advantage off of it. I have red buff as well still, so I really should look for a fight. QE Tiamat. He's not really trading back, so we'll just follow it all the way in. This guy's super low. He's got Ocean Drag, which is kind of annoying. It's going to be a lot of healing for him. I want to hit his turret. Boof. Demolish autos. Really, really good. We could get him with probably an auto QR. We get him with the Tiamat. Oof. I think my Tiamat actually missed him there. I missed out on my phase rush. That sucks. I can kill him underneath turret though, so I'll go ahead and push. We dodge his Q. We're getting 12 health back per second. He is healing a bit off Ocean Drag, but my passive's stronger than Ocean Drag. Oh, he didn't even hit me with that. I still have my passive. Run him down with a Q. With the E Tiamat, I get the kill. That's perfect. W the turret shot. Solid. I'll just stay and push. He doesn't even have R. He's not going to be able to snipe me from his inhib tower. Urgot R has similar range to a level 1 Luxar. I forget if Luxar even gets more range per level, but it's about the same range as a level 1 Luxar. I'm going to stay and push this real quick. Mix in our Tiamat. Auto into Q. Chilling and grilling, baby. Whew, got a whole lot of plates on this guy. Huge CS advantage. He hasn't played aggressive enough. Urgot's main strength comes from his... Oof. QE. Tiamat. And I live here. Cool. That's the power of phase rush. If we were Conqueror, we die. QE Tiamat had W damage reduction. He even ignited there. Couldn't quite get the kill. His R's on cooldown. I'll TP back and probably just kill him here with Stride Breaker. I still have my R as well. At the 10-minute mark, you can TP to a non-turret. It's still before the 10-minute mark. Urgot only has tier 1 boots. My Stride Breaker is going to wreck him here. I guess I could take Void Grubs with Brand again. Surprised it's even worded, to be honest. Our spin does bonus damage against monsters. And we'll cut through these pretty quick. These count as epic monsters. They're scraping my passive. Normal monsters like Raptors and Blue Buff, they don't take off Garen passive. The person tanking Grub does half damage against it. That's why 2 people is pretty quick. Got him with the Stride Breaker. Got W on. Auto into Q. There's my phase rush speed up. And I press R. Nice, nice, nice. Stride Breaker slow sets it up. Speeds us up, slows him down. And we can even use Stride Breaker against some minions like you saw me do there. Help get the last hits as they get really low from our spin. Just whip in the Stride Breaker. Make sure our minions don't steal it. I kind of like having his turret here to kill my minions. I still have plates are still up for about 3 minutes, so there's no rush here. They're not about to get bonus first turret gold, which I think is an extra 150. And the plate itself is 125. Breaking the turret I think is 300 or 400. There's a lot of gold here when I do break this. But for now, auto QEW. Look at that damage. No conquer. That was all just base damage there. Lost all of his health. Spin these down. He's super, super low. I could come dragon here. I already took his turret. There's nothing really tethering me to top side. Dragon up in 1 minute. I don't need to come for right now. Zach's bot side. He's going to kill our bot laners. Auto QEW. Stride breaker. If I had R, she'd be dead there. We'd stay on her. Take another turret shot or two. Garen does really well against bursty characters because of his W damage reduction. It's 30% per 4 seconds. It's also a fat shield in tenacity for 3/4 of a second. Auto QE. I don't really want to lose this Krug. I'm going to run him down. Stride breaker QEW. Run away. He traded off pretty well there, actually, all things considered. Alright, we got it. We got it. Spin to win, baby. He missed his Q. You could run him down. If my Stride Breaker was up, I also have Phase Rush up here in R. He's definitely dead once I get my hands on him. Should be able to dive him even if he lands his flip. You can't cancel a Garen spin. My Stride Breaker AoE auto splash is hitting him there. He seems to be very content farming underneath his turret. He's very content. He's probably happy keeping me here, so I'm not going to dragon. I'll head over. Oh, Zach isn't even there. Zach's not even on dragon. He's just on his raptors. Got him Q, Stride Breaker slow into E. There's my phase rush. Got my W on. I do still have my ghost as well. Oh, this is bad. That Stride Breaker speed up saved me. I'll tell you that. I was in a tough spot there. He hit his ignite. Might still be able to deal with this guy. Zach's low. The enemies are crazy posting up on dragon when Zach top side. It's kind of crazy, actually. I might be on a ward. Yes, thank you, Urgot. Got him with a Stride Breaker, QE. Auto R, down he goes. I needed that extra auto. 99% sure he wouldn't have died if I didn't. Garen R is a massive true damage execute, so the lower in health there, the more damage it's going to do. It's very good against tanky, like high health characters. It doesn't matter how much armor or magic resist they have or how much HP they have. If they're low on health, they will die. The strongest execute in the game, really. Better than Veigar R, because Veigar R is just magic damage. So if they have loads of magic resist, I mean, they can mitigate 70-80% of that. Garen R, not so much. Got these little void mites because we have 5 or more of the void grubs. I do need a reset. I'm seeing a lot of unspent gold. We'll go ahead and back here. I can TP to dragon if the enemies fight for it. Now we pick up our Deadmans. And then we pick up our tier 2 boots. Generally speaking, it is Berserks. Or you can go for Swifties. I kind of prefer Swifties in a lot of ways. I think Berserks, if you're power spiking super hard and you're fed, it can feel really good. Get extra damage on your E. Swifties is cheaper. Swifties is also slow resistant. Sure, we already have Q to cleanse slow. What if Q's on cooldown, right? Plus, if they have multiple slows, they're spreading out. There's a lot of slows in League of Legends. I mean, even Red Buff is an auto attack slow. Really nice to have Swifties. It's Garen's highest win rate boot option. A little higher than Berserks. They're also cheaper. It's less of an investment. More straight up raw value. Whoever is tanking Herald directly does half damage against it. Now that it's hitting me, I'm doing 60 damage per auto versus the 130. Literally half damage. So when it charged, it didn't count yet. It had to start auto attacking me. This is how they've tried to make Herald and Grubs a more communal objective versus a jungler top laner soloing it. So making you taking it half as fast. I don't think that half damage affects true damage, though. I'm still pretty sure 100 true damage is still 100 true damage. So I would assume Master Yi would have a pretty big edge in that department with soloing a Herald. Particularly with, I imagine, like Rageblade Rush, but you'd never get Rageblade Rush on you. They have 3 people bot side. I could potentially Herald here if nobody shows up or if there's only 1 person. Not sure where Zach's at. I have 2 full items. He's not even 1 yet. He should. I think Cole's really trolled in solo queue. If you're playing Iron through like low masters, Cole just feels bad. You're throwing off your first item power spike, which is incredibly important for an item that does essentially nothing. Got the QE. If I committed with a Go, Stride Break, might have been able to kill with R. He's not, might not even be worth 300 gold though. They're gonna keep playing underneath turret here. I'll go see if red buff drags up, or red buff for wraps. He's stepping up. He wants the wave. His minions are gonna kill all my minions since he has cannon. We'll get him with an auto QE Stride Break. Oh, I W'd super late there. Got him with R. We'll run out with a Ghost on. 15 seconds of speed up. We're chilling, grilling. Moving 5, like 570. With Q on, closer to 650. Super, super fast. We're healing up 68 per second off red buff, plus our passive. Red buff heals you absolute heaps in the mid game. Early game red buff healing isn't that high. Well, the longer the game goes, it's kind of like having a Warmogs, which no one builds anymore. They've made Warmogs really expensive and awkward. There's very few champions where it's a core item on them. 3,100 gold on a tank item. That's ridiculous. For an item that does no damage, right? Not like it's actually helping you to kill people. There's so much max health damage in League of Legends items and abilities these days that raw health is not that great. Someone over here just popped a plant on me. I'm going to go farm his camps. I don't want to stay pushed up like this forever. Our team's actually losing surprisingly. Brand's fed too. I got to stop messing with Urgot, take more of their camps. If we're trading wave for waves, we're just trading off with him, which is bad since we're ahead. I'll group on this drag fight. I have TP. I'll Herald top. If they don't come, I'll just end top. If they do come, I can TP drag or whatever. They really want this, huh? Auto Q, Stride Breaker, auto. I got the Krug there. There's 3 people top right now. I can't go back and get my Trinity Force, so I'll just stick around. I can auto Q Stride Break. Even if my E's on cooldown, it's not the end of the world. I can cleanse his slow. See how fast we are? This is why Swifties is kind of crack. Cost effective. Ridiculously cheap. His slow is reduced there on me. We're going to W auto Q Stride Break. They take so much damage. I might have been able to kill Nafar with one more auto into R. Shoulda, woulda, coulda committed. Now they're having to push me off of her. We'll see if they can do it. Oh, wow. She kind of hurts there. They're all kind of topside. I mean, 2 of them, so. Team should be good to go elsewhere. There's my Stride Breaker speed up, baby! There's still 3 of them top. Get out of here. Stinkers. So Zach back. I'm too low to fight Nefuri. She's got max health damage on Eclipse. It's wrecking me. It's wrecking me bad. I'll stop him on that cannon. I think Nefuri's here. I can handle it though. Q, Stride Break. E. Oh, this guy hurts. Q into R. Yeah, Urgot really hurts with the Hole Breaker. I might need to get Randuin's. Randuin's is good here. They have Yasuo crit and Urgot autos. It was Randuin's or Frozen that reduces individual auto damage. QEW, stride break. Yeah, I'm driving this baby. Let's go. Oh, I kind of left Bran there a little bit. I didn't even realize he was there. Oh well. It is what it is, I suppose. I'm driving it. Let's go. Oh, never mind. Gone with the stride break. We get phase rushed out of there. That was kind of funny. My Herald was too low on health. I wanted to drive it all the way through to the mid turret. It speeds up over time, so the Herald gets faster and faster, kind of like Ramescu. I'm ghosted. Q, stride break, E. I think he even flashed for that. Big bull, nothing for him. I counter their team so hard. All their CC, it does nothing against my spin and their melee. So against ranged characters, if you're spinning and they CC you on Garen, you get nothing because they're still hitting you from a distance. Against melee characters, they CC you and they're fighting you. You're still shredding them with your spin, and they picked essentially a full melee comp. All of them, all their auto attacks, I can hurt them with my spin while they're autoing me. That's full melee. It's perfect. Cancel spin into Q. Want that cannon. Wukong bot, Yasuo dead. I could probably stay here for a moment. I need to get her with an auto Q stride break. Phase rush out, moving 680. That's such a waste of their time to even come top. I mean, none of them can burst me and I can always get away. There's two of them bot side. I kind of want to stay now. Down goes Bran. He at least gets one of them. I can get my Trinity Force. After Trinity Force, you're typically looking for more damage output. Like Phantom Dancer, movement speed and damage is best. Phantom Dancer is so freaking good. Molder Reminder used to give movement speed back in the day. It doesn't anymore, so I'm a little out on it. I do like Hold Breaker though, because of movement speed and damage. I can run her down over a long distance. Especially if she's getting slowed. Got with the Stride Breaker, slow. I got ignited there. The moment they use Ignite, no, I'll just back off. Loads of true damage plus heal cut. I don't want to deal with that. I suppose my only source... I don't even have a source of healing, really. 0 life, still 0 healing, so I guess the heal cut part doesn't matter. It's scary, though. I'm so scared. I can't heal. QE stride break. And press R. Down she goes. Urgot's not doing a whole lot of damage here. Got him with a QE. If Wukong can't press R, you can't do much. Got him with a stride break. Auto W. Auto Q. Couldn't even get it. Sen and got the kill. That's GG's, man. This game's over. We hit our full 61% win rate build, and the game's over. My goodness. They have such a bad comp to fight Garen with. Look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt against enemy champions, we had the most damage dealt in the game. Not bad. Looking at damage taken, most on the team. Zach did take the most in the game. For self-mitigated, most in the game by a lot. Holy smokes, wasn't expecting that. Mainly comes from our W extra armor magic resist, from farming, and W activation itself. Plus, I suppose we did have Dead Man's armor. We self-mitigated 14 more than Zach, 14 more K. Count that to damage taken, we actually still took less than him. Huh. See, he took 16, so yeah, he slightly took more than us, even if you count self-mitigation. For runes high value, all in all, Phase Rush Garen is the only way to play him right now. Otherwise, you're playing Conquer Garen, trying to cheese out a kill pre-6. It's super dicey, because even with Ignite on Garen, if they took Ignite, what are you going to do? You know, it's tough. Or if it's a ranged champion top, how are you going to get that kill? You're not. So, something to think about. If If you guys enjoyed this Garen video, let me know what champion you want to see next down in the comments below. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.